Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. It is time. Also, brand new jersey, Steve Largent, right here. And this is in honor of the Seahawks wearing their throwbacks for the first game of the season. We are back, baby. Weekly NFL predictions are back. We are so back, baby. Woo! It feels good to be back. Yes. As you can see, there's a little bit of a change. You can also see that Rainbow Sherbert is with me as well, dressed up in Seahawks glamour, as you can see. Got the helmets back there. Seahawks logo up on the top. We're ready, baby. We're ready. So, without further ado, kick it in, roll the intro, let's get into it.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Yes, guys. Hello, everybody. It's Rare Racer 49 2005 here. And yes, we are back for NFL Weekly Predictions Week 1. So, as we have seen, last season ended with the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I predicted the Chiefs to win it, and they did. So I got it right. And now here we are, many months later, for another NFL season. Let's just hope it's not the Chiefs this time, because they've already won it twice. I do not want to see them three-peat. It's getting boring. Sorry, Chiefs fans. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. And, of course, the Seahawks are wearing their throwbacks this week for their first game against the Denver Broncos. Very excited about that. As you can see, this is a new Steve Largent jersey that my dad got me. And he also got one for himself, too. So we got matching jerseys. There's some noise in the background, if you can hear. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into it. It is week 1, everybody. It's time for week 1 predictions. Let's freaking do this. Woo! We're back! Okay, so starting us off, we have the first game for the NFL season. Kickoff 2024, we have the Ravens going against the Chiefs. So, who do you think I'm going to take to win this game? Simple. I'm going to take the Chiefs. I know the Ravens are going to put up a fight, but the Chiefs are coming off a Super Bowl win, and I think they're going to come out the gate strong. The Chiefs usually start the season strong, so I am going to take the Kansas City Chiefs to win the kickoff game in Arrowhead. I know they call it a different name, but it's still Arrowhead to me. So anyways, yes, I'm taking the Chiefs to win. Moving on. Next game is an international game. We have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in Brazil. This is going to be an interesting game. I think both teams are going to put up a good fight, but for who I think is going to win this game, I am going to take the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game. It's going to be close. I think the Packers will put up a fight, but in the end, I'm going to say that it's the Philadelphia Eagles that will be celebrating a win in Brazil. And now, kicking off the Sunday games, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The Steelers, they got a new quarterback. Russell Wilson has signed on with them, and Kirk Cousins has also signed with the Atlanta Falcons. So this is a matchup between two quarterbacks with two different teams. The first game where we will see these two quarterbacks with their new teams. How will they perform? Who's going to win this battle? Well, I'm going to take the Steelers. I think that the Falcons are going to put up a fight, but the Steelers, they got a good defense. They got TJ Watt. And, I'm going to let Russ cook this week. So I'm going to take the Steelers to win it on the road in Atlanta. And our next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals going in to face the Buffalo Bills. Now, as for who I think is going to win this game, I'm going to take the Bills. I know the Bills are supposed to be not great this year, but I don't think they're going to be terrible to the point where they will lose to the Cardinals. The Cardinals, I think they're still going to struggle this year. I know they got Kyler Murray back. He's fully healthy, but I still think the Bills are a little bit better of a team than them. They still got Josh Allen. They might have lost Stephon Diggs, but they still got some good players on there. And at least I think they can beat the Cardinals. So I'm going to take the Bills to win their home opener. Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans going in to face the Chicago Bears. The Bears got a new quarterback this year, Caleb Williams. Depending on how you feel about him, what about his performance? How do I think he's going to perform against the Bears? Well, I was kind of torn on this because both teams are pretty mid, but I think Caleb Williams, with him being a rookie quarterback, he's going to struggle right out the gate. I think he's going to have some issues, but he'll get better over time. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans to win this game. It's going to be close. It might get a little ugly, but, it might be a bit of an ugly game, but, I think the Titans are going to pull it out in the end. So I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans to win against the Bears on the road. All right, moving on. Next, we got the New England Patriots going in to face the Cincinnati Bengals. And isn't it obvious who I'm going to pick? It's about to be a massacre that we are about to witness on live television. The Bengals are going to rip apart the Patriots. The Patriots, they are terrible. They are trash. Just compared to the Bengals, who have a fully healthy Joe Burrow, they still got Jamar Chase. That Bengals team, they still got a good roster. The Patriots, they got nobody. Mac Jones is gone. Bill Belichick is gone. Of course, Tom Brady left so many years ago. It's over for the Patriots. They're cooked. They are cooked, and they are going to get smacked by the Bengals this Sunday. So I'm going to take Cincy to absolutely destroy the Patriots. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. We got an AFC South showdown. We got the Houston Texans going in to face the Indianapolis Colts. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun game. I really hope that Buffalo Wild Wings has this game on where I'm sitting, because I want to see this game front and center. It is going to be so much fun. CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans coming off a very good season last year, winning the AFC South, making the playoffs, making it to the divisional round. Just what an amazing run for them. I think the Texans might be a little bit better this year. CJ Stroud is still going to be balling out. They got Stephon Diggs. That is a huge pickup for the Texans. And the Colts, Anthony Richardson is back healthy. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully this time he actually doesn't get hurt. But we'll see how that goes. But anyways, this is going to be a close game. It's going to be close, but in the end, I feel very confident, and I have huge faith in the Houston Texans this year. That is why I am taking them to win this game and open the season with a win. The Houston Texans will beat the Indianapolis Colts on the road in Indianapolis. This game is going to be so fun to watch. Can't wait for it. And our next game, we got the Battle of the Florida. The Battle of Florida, everybody. The battle for Florida. The Jacksonville Jaguars facing off against the Miami Dolphins. And it's a home game for the Dolphins. So, who do I think is going to win this game? I am going to take the Miami Dolphins. They got a stacked roster. The Jaguars are coming off an embarrassing 2023 season. I think the Jaguars aren't the same Jaguars they were before last season. And I think the Texans and the Colts are now going to take control of those two spots, and the Jaguars will fall back. And I think the Dolphins are a better team. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. And next up, we got the Carolina Panthers going in to face the New Orleans Saints.
I don't think anybody wants to watch this game.
Seriously, who wants to watch this? This game is going to be ugly. But, yeah. So, who do I think is going to win this absolutely ugly fest? Well, the Saints aren't great, but they aren't a complete mess like the Panthers. So I'm going to take the Saints. I'm only picking them to win because they're not a mess like the Panthers are. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on, we do not need to talk about this game. If we talk about this game any longer, I'm probably going to throw up. Moving on, we got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. Who do I think is going to win this game? This will be Sam Darnold's first game as a starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, with Kirk Cousins now going to Atlanta. Who do I think is going to win? I think both teams are not that great, so it's kind of an even match. I'm going to take the Vikings to win this game. It's kind of a 50-50, if you will. Like, both these teams could easily win this game. Like, this game could go either way. That's at least how I see it. But anyways, I am going to take the Minnesota Vikings to win. So with that, Vikings, I'm going to take them to win over the Giants. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have all been waiting for. It's time for the game of my Sunday. Game 1 of the season. The Denver Broncos taking on my Seattle Seahawks in Lumen Field. Home opener. You love to see it. And also, it is a throwback game. We are going to be having the throwback uniforms on. I am so hyped for this. So, do I think that the Seahawks are going to open up the season with a win, or do I think we're going to struggle out of the gate and lose? Well, I think the Broncos are rebuilding. They're not that great of a team. I have really no faith in the Broncos at all. Like, I cannot name any of them on the roster besides their quarterbacks. Bo Nix, who is a new quarterback that they got from Oregon, and Zach Wilson. Really? Zach Wilson? Yeah. That just shows you who I'm going to pick. It's simple. I'm going to take my Seahawks to win. Like, I don't see the Broncos beating us. If they do, I will be surprised. But, I still feel like the Seahawks are somehow going to make it close, even though it shouldn't be. But either way, I'm going to say we win this game. regardless of a nail biter or not, we will win this game and open the season with a W, and Mike Macdonald will get his first win as a head coach. Boom. Moving on to the next game. Up next, we have an AFC West matchup. We got the Las Vegas Raiders going in to face the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers, they got a new head coach this season, Jim Harbaugh, who was once the head coach for the College Michigan team, which won the national championship. And as a Washington supporter, I am very salty and that we should have won. I definitely feel like there was some officiating that was rigged, if you will. But anyways, Jim Harbaugh is now with the Chargers. Great move for them. He's a good head coach. And thank God the Chargers got rid of Brandon Staley. Staley was an awful coach. Very happy they got rid of him finally. So, yeah. They got a new head coach. And for that reason, I don't think the Raiders are going to be that great this year. I'm going to take the Chargers to win this game. It's a home game. And I think that it's lining up to be a W for them. So I'm going to take the Chargers over the Raiders in this one. And next up, we have the game on what Fox is calling America's Game of the Week. We have the Dallas Cowboys going in to face the Cleveland Browns. Of course, it has the Cowboys in it because they're America's team. So, who do I think is going to win this game? Well, the Browns, I'm not too sure how they're going to do this year. I'm not feeling too good about them. I don't know if Deshaun Watson's going to do any good. So, for who I think is going to win this game, you know, Dallas always starts out hot, so I'm going to give this one to the Cowboys. I think this is a game they can win, and I think that they will pull off the W in week 1. So I'm going to take the Cowboys to win this game. But of course, we all know we would love to see the other outcome. But anyways, I'm going to take the Cowboys to win this game. Cowboys, you win this time. Just don't get used to it, okay? And our last of the regular Sunday games, we got the Washington Commanders going in to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are coming off an absolute miraculous upset season. A season where I thought they were going to be the worst team in the NFC South. They win the division and go to the playoffs, and they win a playoff game and make it to the divisional round. Wow. Just, I'm amazed. I'm impressed. And Baker Mayfield, wow. I am surprised on how good he's played for this team. I thought he was going to struggle, but wow. Baker Mayfield put on a great show last year, and I think the Buccaneers are going to continue their dominance in the division this year, and they will open up the season with a win over the Commanders. Of course, the Commanders could win this game, but I'm going to give it to Tampa Bay. So, with that, I have the Bucs pulling off the win over the Commanders in their first game of the season. And now we have Sunday Night Football. It is a rematch of the NFC wildcard game back in January. The Los Angeles Rams going in to face the Detroit Lions. Wow. So, who I think is going to win this game? I think that the Rams will give it their all. But, knowing the Lions, how hungry and desperate and so want a Super Bowl victory, I'm going to take the Detroit Lions. I feel like they are hungry this season. The Lions will prove that last year wasn't a fluke. They are actually good now. These are not the same old Lions that we have had before last season. This Lions team is for real. And they also got new uniforms. They got a new helmet design. I feel like the stars are aligning for the Lions. I kind of feel it. This might be the year the Lions do it. They are my Super Bowl prediction over the Chiefs, but I'm probably going to regret that. But anyways, I'm high on the Lions. I think they're going to do good this year. And they will open up the season beating Matthew Stafford and the Rams. So that is my prediction for the Sunday night game. Let's move on to Monday. And last, but certainly not least, we have Monday Night Football. The New York Jets going in to face the San Francisco 49ers. Who do you think I'm going to pick to win this game? Do you really? Do you really think I'm going to trust the Jets? The Jets who have these expectations every single year and they never come true, to march right into Levi Stadium and beat the 49ers that went to the Super Bowl the previous season? Like, they lost, but they still made the Super Bowl. Heck freaking no. Absolutely not. I am never, ever going to pick the Jets to win this game. And not to mention, Aaron Rodgers last season only playing like 2 snaps? And then getting injured? I feel like the same thing's going to happen again. Dude's washed. He needs to retire. Aaron Rodgers is not going to save you. Your team is an absolute mess, New York. Come on, Jets. You're not doing anything this year. Just don't even bother. Just don't. Just don't. I'll be surprised if you win this game. I'll be dead surprised if you win. So, yeah. Niners are winning. That's all I really got to say. Let's move on to the conclusion and the outro. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. That is my predictions for week 1 of the NFL season. Do you agree or disagree with my predictions? Let me know down in the comments below. While you're at it, if you haven't, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Also follow me on Twitter. I am never calling it X. That was a really stupid name on Elon's decision. And also, I have a DeviantArt page if you want to go check out some of the art pieces I've created. They're not the greatest, but, just share something that I really haven't shared all that much and see what you think. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. We are back, everybody. Football season is officially back. We are back. Yes, we are back, everybody. So, with all of that said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's have a great 2024-25 NFL season. Peace, baby. Go Hawks!